Входим в музей Хэмингуэя. Жил он, не бедный был человек, я так понимаю. Дом у него двухэтажный. Огромный.
Hi there, how are you, sir? That cup can't go in the house, but she can drink it all over outside.
Oh, okay.
Okay? Enjoy.
Пойдем посмотрим вокруг, что мы тут имеем. Короче, у него тут хороший кусок земли у этого Хэмингуэя. Котов здесь много. Даже кладбище у них здесь есть свое собственное котовское. Туалеты. Какие-то клетки. Вот котов везде тачка вот лежит. Хоть ходи по нему. Это все для котов. Клетки котовские. А это вот толкай ногами, ему ничего. Умер. Сетка обтянута, чтобы коты, наверное, не сбежали, я не знаю. Вот бассейн.
But anyways, guys, that concludes our tour. I'll be hanging out here if you have any questions.
Do any of the cats go in there?
So you see that big orange one?
Yeah.
He fell in. I don't know how. His name is Alfred Hitchcock, and yeah, the story is that he fell in. He did swim, but he came out looking like a big cat. And we find out it's mostly fall.
Неплохо жил Хэмингуэй, я хочу сказать. Неплохо он тут жил, этот Хэмингуэй. Ну вот мы обошли дом и будем ждать экскурсию. Неплохо жил здесь Хэмингуэй, я хочу сказать.
They can't say that.
I don't know. Our tickets are
45, sorry, 245 on the tour.
After 3 years of construction, the house was finished in 1851. The back taxes on this property. Gus turned over to the couple, and the Hemingways moved in 6 days before Christmas in 1931. Wherever you now see a light fixture, in Tim's time, there were ceiling fans. But Pauline was a very style-oriented person, and she thought the old fans were shabby. In her travels around the world, she collected chandeliers. Her chandeliers replaced every ceiling fan in the house. The furniture is also original to the Hemingways. They collected most of it in the 2 years they spent in Paris, and about 80% of it comes from Spain and dates back to the 18th century. Well, now we're going to go across the hall and into the dining room, where I'll give you a short rundown of Hemingway's life and introduce all his wives. A few years later, he was back home and writing for the Toronto Star when he met his first wife. Now, before we move on, I just want to mention that Pauline brought back this chandelier from a trip to Italy, and it's made out of Murano glass. The one hanging up in the entranceway was her souvenir from a trip to Morocco. Well, now we're going to head up the stairs and turn to the small room on the left. Nice. And follow it into a small cistern over the bathroom. You'll notice the heavy beams in the ceiling. Standing next to in the top photo in the corner. pro shops, so he used these as fishing and travel stools. They're partially collapsible, and the large handles came in very handy for carrying them around by. Hemingway was also an art collector, and he liked abstract and primitive art. The colorful ceramic cat in the corner is a replica of an acquisition he made while he was living in Paris in the 1920s. Hemingway became acquainted with Pablo Picasso, and he traded him a case of hand grenades for the original. Well, now that we've been around the inside of the house, we're going out onto the balcony. There's a lot more to see outside, and after the tour, you're welcome to come back in if you like.
Да, все оригинал.
Because he was bipolar, Hemingway was plagued by insomnia, so he'd start his day every morning at first light. He'd come out here onto the balcony, then he'd walk over to his studio by way of an iron catwalk that used to run like a bridge between these buildings. He developed a habit of writing 700 words or until lunch. After lunch, he'd walk to his boat and spend the afternoon fishing. He'd come back in around sundown, but after dinner, he'd be off to any one of his favorite bars. He'd spend the rest of the evening knocking back a few, but he'd also listen to all the stories around him. He'd sometimes pick up ideas for his own stories that way.
Cover your head on it.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
Get away from the torches too much.
Little Studio.
Any questions?
Penny.
Yeah, that was every white fella. He always fell in love with.
Well, they aren't talking right now.